seconds remaining.
Hello and welcome back to the Mars Dota 2 SA Qualifiers. My name is NomadCasts and I'm here with Show.Rising versus Mad Kings Esports. We are well into this draft already as we see these two teams battling it out to try and make it through. We're down to the best of three. We're down to the final game. We've had Show.Rising taking a game and Mad Kings taking a game, and now we're going to finish it all off with one more round. One final ride between these two teams. So well into this draft already. You know what? I'm going to leave the band. Let's just talk about the picks. So Mad Kings, they've got Queen of Pain, Tusk, Disruptor, and a lot of catch-out potential. A lot of catch-out potential. We saw the Tusk and Disruptor before, and it does work very well. Yeah, though in fact last game we saw the Disruptor with the Elder Titan. In fact, they were on separate sides. Finally, they've put aside their differences. They've come together to work it all out. And yeah, Queen of Pain works very well with the Disruptor. Veil, if she builds it, will be really nice with the Disruptor ulti. And yeah, a lot of sub combos available there. Show.Rising, meanwhile, they've gone for the Witch Doctor and the Razor. Now, this Witch Doctor seems to be really, really valued because it was first banned last time, and this time they're going to pick it up and immediately Show.Rising take that hero for themselves. I mean, it works well. It works wonders. Razor, also pretty good at chasing people down. Doesn't do well versus the Queen of Pain at mid, so they will have to think about laning him somewhere else. But I'm sure Mad Kings are going to want this Queen of Pain versus Razor combo. You know, I was just thinking, like, we've seen lane hokey cokey being on a little bit where you have two people swapping lanes, and then you want that lane match up so badly that you just keep them walking from lane to lane to lane. I reckon Queen of Pain's going to have an advantage of that because she's got the blink, so that does happen. I think Queen of Pain might be quite a good hero to swap lanes with. She can just blink across. Anyway, just a little thing I was thinking about before, because we saw the Tide trying to lane against a Lycan, and a Razor trying to lane against. Oh no, didn't want to lane against the Puck. So obviously there was a clash of interests there, where the Razor really wanted to lane against the Tide, so they kept swapping lanes, and it was literally a very, very long time. But there's a Terrorblade coming out from Show.Rising, so picking that hero up nice and early, showing their hand with their two cores straight up, not messing around. That's just mean that the Razor is actually going to be mid. You can't put a Terrorblade mid. You can't put a Terrorblade off lane. Terrorblade is a safe laner hero, or you can run him aggressively, but I don't know how well a aggressive tri-lane versus Disruptor and a Tusk is going to work for you. I think the answer is not particularly.
Radiant team pick.
There's your Batrider. There's your response to the Terrorblade. Also does pretty well versus Razor, but mostly it's just to take down that big tanky core hero, catch him out, and punish him. Not really a Batrider anymore. More of a miscellaneous animal rider, because he's riding something different every day.
5 seconds remaining.
5 seconds remaining. Still only 24 seconds reserve time left on T-Show. They like to take their time over their bans and picks. And they're going to pick up the Abaddon, so that is the direct counter to the counter. They pick up Batrider to counter the Terrorblade, they pick the Abaddon to counter the Batrider. The Show.Rising, they're actually needing their 4th pick to be their final pick here, which is quite unusual. I can't see a roaming Abaddon working at all, really. He'll be in the off lane. Witch Doctor will be helping out Terrorblade in the safe lane. Though I guarantee you it's not a roaming Terrorblade, that's not a thing. Secret tried to make it a thing, it's not a thing. So, Mad Kings. I know, I mean, what would I ban in that situation? Thinking of 4s that are still in the pool. I mean, the Elder Titan's gone, thankfully, because that'd be really good. They're obviously going through a blue theme on Show.Rising. Can't deny that. So, you gotta ban out the Night Stalker. No doubt. Mad Kings, meanwhile, well, they're going for
Radiant team ban.
heroes with red bits. Yeah, no, they banned out the they weren't going to choose their spirit. So, I don't know, there's a lot of heroes with red bits. Axe, maybe? I don't know. I've gone a little bit crazy since the last game, but no, they need the carry. They need a hard carry on Mad Kings. And something who can get away from a Razor. I mean, Gyro is still in the pool. He's pretty good at getting away from Razor. Anyway, yeah, so there's plenty of options that are still available. Juggernaut is about, but Juggernaut isn't really fantastic versus the Razor or the Terrorblade, to be honest. Also, the Abaddon does pretty well against him. They ban out the Weaver. Yeah, I can see that actually. Weaver's very good versus both the Razor and the Terrorblade. Good thinking by T-Show there. So, final pickup for T-Show. They don't have much time to think about it, but I don't really think they need to think about it too much. They should have an idea of what they want. I mean, it's only their 4th position. Although, I say only. 4th position is probably the most important position in the game right now.
Dire team pick.
Ooh, so yeah, sticking with the blue theme. Wasn't quite the Night Stalker, but they ban it. They pick up the Kunkka. So Team Blue going at it, and yeah, I like that a lot. I like it a lot. The X marks is something which they can really value from this game. The only thing I'm worried about is there is absolutely very little lockdown. Well, other than that Torrent and the Paralyzing Cask, this is 3 heroes with absolutely no lockdown on the side of T-Show Rising. Like, I mean, Curse of Avernus is the only slow between those 3 heroes, and I guess Reflection, and to an extent, Razor passive, but I mean it slows for like 1 second. Yeah, so that's definitely something to worry about. Once one of these disables is gone, they're going to be left with 1 disable. But yeah, the Kunkka, he does get that Torrent and the ship to throw down, so that is 2 quite decent AoE disables, which they could really use for this game. In terms of roachability though, their roach is pretty poor. But so is the side of Mad Kings right now, unless they pick up something like a Troll Warlord or a Versa. Oh, who is good? Alrighty then, we're having a second Troll Warlord game. So, Avengers, once again, picking up the Troll. I like it. And, yeah, so. We've seen the Troll last game. Unfortunately didn't win, but now it's in the hand of Mad Kings. Wondering how it's going to go. It's going to be exciting. Game number 3. Both teams really want this win. They really want to go and face Infamous in the winners bracket. That'll be later on today. That'll be after this match, so whoever wins is going to keep on playing. Keep on going. No breaks, and considering the last game went on for 70 minutes, they might be feeling a little bit fatigued right now. Alrighty, here we go. We are off. Game number 3. Who's it going to be? Well, going from the drafts, I have to say, as much as I love the color coordination, I do kind of prefer the Mad Kings draft. Although they have picked this Batrider and then immediately been countered by the Abaddon. So throwing out those taunts, love it. And a little bit of Rayer. Not quite sure what they're going on about here. I think Rayer's only been on the Viper or Razor all day. Limited hero for I do. Look at these guys. There's so much love in this scene. So much love in this scene. Man, the Avengers. Throwing it out there. Beautiful stuff to see. I love the banter and the all chat. I love it. So, as we get into this game, we do see Mandy, unsurprisingly, in this bottom lane. Going to be laning up against the Batrider. I mean, Bat does okay versus the Terrorblade. It's nothing huge. Up at top, we're going to have Benjers on the Troll Warlord in the safe lane this time versus that Razor. And Conqueror is actually going to be here to help him up, so they're going to go for dual lanes on T-Show. And, man, these double voice lines are super annoying. So Leo style in the middle lane versus the Abaddon, in fact. But not having the Razor mid versus the Queen of Pain, I mean, that does make sense to me, but I mean, I guess Abaddon's got their shield, so you can't dagger harass an Abaddon. Now, luckily Leo style has held on to his level, so he'll get to see the Abaddon and then choose not to level up the Shadow Strike, I'm sure. But that is a significant amount of Leo style's harass just gone. And yeah, I'm interested. My curiosity is piqued. Freak versus Leo style in the middle lane. And XDDX is called, so not sure if that's about the lane matchup or what. Leo style Yep, unsurprisingly, gets the Scream of Pain and the shield to purge off that. Oh, in comes Tusk. And the shots are on point, and actually Freak is really struggling to get out of this one. He can't get around that side either, so I think this may well be first blood. Scream in 1 second. That'll be enough to penetrate that shield, or will it? It's actually set to throw it down, but no, there we go. Shield does not absorb that much damage early on in the game. Down in the bottom lane, we do have the Batrider just taking a bit of harass from 444 here, and it's quite a lot of right-click damage on 444 actually. 56 damage onto Ted per hit. This Mandy's just trying to get those last hits. Farming up on that Terrorblade, no problems. And up top, you got Benjes and KZE. Meanwhile, Rhea just getting that static link off damage, but may want to consider twice about this. As in comes a Tusk. Rhea getting really low, will die to those shards. So Slandin, 2 rotations, 2 kills, 1 minute 30 into the game. That is efficiency, ladies and gents. That is efficiency in a very classical way. But down on the bottom lane, they actually find Ted on the Batrider using that Metamorphosis, and I imagine the Malediction and the stun as well. So kills all over the place right now. Mad Kings will be looking for an early Roshan this game. They have the Troll Warlord. They're going to be going for the phase boots, and I'm pretty certain we'll see either him or someone else going for the medallion, just to give them that opportunity to take it early on, and we might see them smoking up into it or something. Who knows? Meanwhile, I mean, T-Show, as I said before, their Roche ability, Roche potential, very, very low indeed. They really can't take Roche until you got a bunch of items on this Terrorblade. They just don't have the damage for it. You need some kind of stacking damage, some anti-armor, something like that to be able to take it down Roshan. It's not something they have. Leostyle taking a lot of damage in this middle lane, doesn't have the blink available. And now comes a snowball. Freak has to be careful, but the shards are off the point. Slandin with a rare miss. Wanted to get it so that it was like hooked around here onto the stairs. And make it as awkward as possible for Freak so he couldn't just run out of it, but unfortunately he was a little bit too greedy with his placement there. It didn't cause Freak to just pop out of it. I like the way the Witch Doctor TP's in and just chases him across the map. As Mandy needs to be careful, that Snowball's going to land and Mandy dies. They should have known the Tusk was coming down. I mean, Witch Doctor was giving chase, but still, it was a pretty big play. But yeah, 3 minutes, 3 kills for Slandin. He is doing very well indeed. Witch Doctor was trying to walk past this, but actually Slandin, he's got the shards, and this is so bad that actually the Terrorblade has to walk back to lane. It's pretty awful. But this is a tower dive at 3 minutes. Look at Ted here. He doesn't care. He's just doing the damage. Now the Malediction is out onto Slandin, but Ted is also taking a lot of damage. They do find the kill, but Ted does go down for it. Slandin will be fine though. Yeah, he will. We also had a kill in the top lane, I think. I'm not sure who went down here. Oh, the Kunkka died. Okay. Yeah, show us the Kunkka death? No, shame. Yeah, Kunkka dying at top, probably just to Benjes and maybe a glimpse or something from KTE. Yep, there you go, glimpse on cooldown, as expected. Meanwhile at mid, this Abaddon, he's doing alright versus the Queen of Pain, but keeps dropping very low and has died twice, so that's more thanks to the Tusk than anything. And they have actually managed to grab this rune off to Leostyle. Leostyle running for Roshan, but trying to juke it around the pit, but won't be successful in doing so, and Dunhowl gets that kill. That's pretty important. There's the Queen of Pain finally going down in return, and finally Freak goes, yes, a rotation, a chance to get some revenge on this rotation that's been happening to me. It's a glorious feeling when that happens, let me tell you. Alrighty, top lane, Rhea, going for that static link. It's level 2 now, so it does actually steal a decent amount of that damage. Static link at level 1 is literally just for last hitting, like you can't kill people with static link level 1, it doesn't do anything. At level 2, that's when we're talking, I mean it doubles every time I think, like... Well, it doubles from the first to the second, and then, yeah. Goes up by 7 every time as a scaling. It's pretty good, especially from 1 to 2, because, yeah, literally doubling. So, Freak, in this middle lane, causing Leostyle to make the short-range jumps. Let's get the deny there, but yeah, I mean, they're sitting on 19 CS each. Thanks to this kill, helped equalize things for Freak, so that's pretty big. Up at top, seeing the damage from Benjes, but there's that kinetic field, catch them both in, so no kill for you.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So in the mid, Freak. He's doing pretty well. I mean, actually, we've talked enough about mid. Let's move on to another lane. Bottom's looking pretty exciting. So that Fireflyer's pop looking. Oh, actually, the snowball's onto Terrorblade, but they're gonna find a shrine. So, but Ted's gonna be more than happy with this. He's just like, shrine schmine. I can still keep getting these sticky napalms off. So, and look at this. He's leaving the Witch Doctor because he wants Mandy here, and Mandy he's just out of options. He falls. And Batrider finds yet another kill. There are so many kills going on in this game. Snowball actually onto 444 with the shards as well. I love the way he placed that, but we'll talk about that in a minute. The Xbox is here. Dunhow trying to get something down. The Malediction is out, but Dunhow just can't really do the damage. Although Raya can. He is here, and he is looking to take part in this gank. Can they kill Slandon in time? I think they can. He's going to die in base. No, it was the last tick. Oh, that was the last tick. So let's just talk about the shards quickly here. Onto, I think it was the Conquer. Just rather than, so Conquer was like here, if you see that. Rather than casting the shards like this, he actually cast it like that, which caused this edge of the shards to force the Conquer back a significant way out from under the tower, so they didn't have to dive in as hard. Little things like that, really, really good. And if you can pull that off, it's crazy. One of my favorite things to do on Tusk is if there's ever a pudge in your game, which if you're playing pubs there almost always is, they love to hide here and here and here. So especially with these two bits, and on the Dire side as well, exact same story, like they'll always hide here and here. What you can do is you can place the shards just like that, and it poops them out under the tower and you can kill them. It's hilarious if you can. Just my hot tip, my hot pub tip for the day. You're welcome, guys. Use it wisely. Valuable knowledge.
Invisibility.
And Leo Star cooking with fire here in the middle lane. I mean, she doesn't really care. These guys can just farm alongside one another. Like, they shields and damage coming through. Abaddon is going to go for the phase boots and then the infused raindrops. Raindrops very, very important when you're playing against high magic dealing mids. Oh yeah, just going to be interesting to see what this Abaddon goes for. I reckon he's probably going to go pure right click, to be honest. Meanwhile, Mandy's actually TP'd to the top lane to try and farm up just because bottom lane was so rough. Hellblade does not lane well versus the Batrider, as it turns out. 14 charged on his wand and a salve going off. I think he's going to be alright. Though he is being chased pretty hard. Now this is the pain of chasing a Batrider. It's so dangerous. You need to find this guy. Luckily they have a Razor on their team whose vision in the trees is amazing. But look at these shards! Oh no, the X marks is there, my bad. So yeah, Ted's going to go down on the same. It was a beautiful shard, but unfortunately, yeah. Can't escape that. So, top lane. We haven't talked a whole lot about Benjis this game, but he is doing very well for himself, leading the last hits chart. In fact, we'll move it over to the net worth and see him quite convincingly on top. He's got those phase boots, he's got the Aquila, and yeah, just doing pretty 400 gold to boot. Doing pretty nicely. Very high, above the Razor and net worth. Raya, though, he is busy on this bottom lane, and look at the snowball. Gonna not quite break that tether though, so oh, there's the ultimate out from the Batrider, and that's a recent 6, and actually it is going to be Raya who's going to drop in the flames. Dunhow could be the next one. Look at this beautiful kinetic field, catching them both. They're just stuck in the fire and the flames, and they will die. It's a triple kill for the Batrider. This guy is going nuts. Oof. And in the mid lane, Freak just trading some hits with the Queen of Pain, as always. And in top, Mandy just trying to farm up. So Mandy has finally been able to get away from the death lane and picked him up some power treads. But he's pretty much just jungling at this stage, which is, it's not good. It's really looking grim for Tisha. And again, like, if you lose your lanes this hard, no, it's just Abaddon. He's got borrowed time available, so he doesn't care. Bottom lane, Rhea might get caught out by Slandon here, and there's that Static Link coming up, but they don't care about Static Link. They really don't. They can just run him down with the Batrider, and Rhea dies, just like that. Now they're trying to help out their Terrorblade a little bit. They're putting him forward here as a tasty bait, but Ben just knows. They have this ward here. They probably spotted the whole darn thing, so
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
they at least get a ward down for their efforts. But yeah, Benjis is just playing it absolutely perfectly and not even slightly showing himself. TP in from the Tusk. Now I feel like they could use one more player here just to make them sure they're safe. And it does look like Disruptor is making his way up. That tasty tome. actually finds Mandy here. I mean, they might go on this. KT, he really wants to. There's the glimpse. He's got that invis, and oh my god. Popping the ulti. This is just so sad for Mandy. This dude cannot catch a break. And I love the pings which is coming out for him. He must be so frustrated right now. Like, an invis rune? Really? Really? Like, as if this game wasn't rough enough. But there you go. In the middle lane, TS.R is dropping pretty low, but he's got the blink available. He's also got the sonic wave. Luckily, Freak does have the bird time. All things are well though. KT coming in, he's got the glimpse available in 1 second. If he can find Freak here, he will be able to glimpse him back, but uh-oh, X marks. It's the other glimpses coming his way, and with the shards as well. Tusk trying to save his friend, but they don't really do anything. Just give him a nice little tombstone instead. It's kind of cute. Yeah, start on the trees. Going for... Yeah, it does look like he's going for the Veil, as we said before. Starting off with those power treads, of course. You can make power treads with Rave of the Magi, just in case you didn't know that. And 2 TPs in though. It's aggressive. I'm surprised I didn't put KZ on the front lines to be able to get off that glimpse. He's got 3 levels in it, so he could... Oh, Mandy. I would not stick around this middle lane, Mandy. Although Freak is here to back him up. Let's back rider. That's a bit of kill on the wild. Ted, what are you doing? Get it together, dude. He's got his drums. He's so close to blink. Blink and drums and brown boots at 13 minutes it's going to be. Jesus. Unless he dies right now, then that is just too much. Freak and Mandy going to run across Benjers, but they got no catch, so Benjers is going to run away from that. Freak, what's he got lined up? He's actually going for the Midas, so they're going for the long game. Now, I feel like if you have the Terrorblade in your team, your job is not to be able to try and make it to the late game with him, it's trying to bring him to the late game. We are going to have an engagement at bottom though as we take down the Witch Doctor, and that urn is out. Rothrea has a lot of damage, he just can't find a way to get it out. He's just being hunted down to the wall. Scratch that. He's nearly killed them both, but not enough. And Ted, he's on a mega kill. He's got the Blink Dagger now when he wants it, but first he's got a little conquer problem to deal with. And by say little, he is making it look like he's making everybody in this game look little. He's just running them over, setting them on fire, roasting, toasting, and eating them up. Delicious. Meanwhile, Terrorblade. This dude is so far down the net worth chart. And Freak, I can't stress how much I don't like this Terrorblade, this Hand of Midas pickup. If you're the highest net worth on your team and your Terrorblade is struggling this badly, you do not want to try and go for the Midas and try and help him kind of make it to the late game. As I say, like, you don't want to try and ferry him there. You want to try and, well, you do want to try and ferry him there. You don't want to, like, sit back and wait for the late game. That's not going to happen. Mad Kings are not going to let that happen. Now we're seeing Freak in a bit of trouble here, but... Well, he's in a baton. He's not really in trouble. They just wanted to get that ulti away. Ted? X marks back. This blink reveal is not going how Ted wanted to, in fact, and that is going to be a death. Oof. But in the top lane, Benjers... Oh no, in bottom lane, in fact, Benjers will be able to take the second tower of the game. Look at this guy go. He has got himself his Battle Fury and Phase Boots. I assume that's a Battle Fury coming to him anyway. Yes, it is. Very health and a Veil of Discord for Leo Style. So Troll is basically just going to farm up really quickly now, go for his next item. Probably, I'd be surprised if it wasn't the Sandy Yasha. It's too good not to go for this game. Really good versus the Razor, gives you the movement speed to get away from him. Or maybe even a... No, okay. I was going to say, like, if he's looking for stats you want, then maybe a Hurricane Pike. I can see that working on Troll Warlord, to be honest. Could be hilarious. Yeah, I'm probably actually going to try this next time. Oh, Leo Style. Oh, he's thrown back into it. They want Mandy, and they will get Mandy. Every time Mandy shows in the lane, they are just killing him. There's so much punish. I mean, this Death Ward is doing a little bit, but they're just swapping the aggro between them and making it do nothing. And now 444 go down. They actually have the jump onto the Conquer here. They have him in that lasso with the snowball forwards. They are going to have enough damage to bring him down. And it's a triple kill for Benjers. He's just got his Battle Fury, and now he's heading towards a Yasha very quickly as well. The Sanj will follow shortly, and Benjers is a very happy troll. Jesus. Well, Benjers says there's a big stack made for him, and now he just pops that ultimate and chops them all down. Got a nice shrine waiting for him as well, so it's not even like he's sacrificing any health for it. Well, this troll, it's been a valued pick for sure, and I mean, just in the same way in last game, like, whilst they did lose, he was doing quite a good job in keeping up with the enemy team. Also went the same thing, went for that Battle Fury, and that seems to be working. Raya trapped inside this kinetic field, punched up into the air by Slandon, trying to do the damage to Leo style, but can't really get anything out, and even the Sonic Wave used just to secure that kill, because she didn't have any damage otherwise. She was on nearly minus damage, so. Middle lane, Mandy's actually going for something. The first aggressive play of Mandy's game. Not going to find them a kill on Benja, so he's just too tanky. He's too quick. He's got that Yasha. That gives him armor as well, so. Oh, boat flies, and they caught two inside this Disruptor ulti, but, I mean, it just doesn't really seem to do a whole lot of that was a nice ulti from the Witch Doctor. Slandon, one more tick. Is it going to bring him down? Yes, it is. He drops. Okay. The T-Show finds something, but at the moment it's something. Oh, what? That's the Kunkka. That is the Kunkka Disruptor scenario. Now, I didn't talk about that much in the drop, but I was thinking about it. When you have that glimpse coming up, if you've got quick finger Kunkka over here, you can get that X marks before them and just drag them straight back to you. Is very useful. It basically just completely nullifies the much longer cooldown glimpse. Actually, maybe not. 18 seconds. Yeah, 8 seconds. Oh, Batrider punished. Not sure what he was doing that deep, but certainly paid the price for it. I mean, Benjis was here as well, but Benjis is just farming right now. He is just eating up all the creeps in the map. Look at this advantage he's got right now. I can only imagine it's going to extend as time goes on. Some lovely looking ancients here for him as well. He did manage to get this deep ward. And this is a very deep ward. In fact, this was here before, so Batrider clearly was using this ward and saw somebody and thought he could go for it, and then ended up dying for it in the end, so. I was thinking, just because you got vision, don't assume you're safe.
To my house.
10k gold on Benjis. It's a 7k gold advantage for Mad Kings here. They are looking confident. Looking like they may be going to face off versus Infamous, but it's still a long way to go. And here we go, it's Roshan time. They don't have the down anybody, but they're not even being subtle about this. They're throwing out shards and all sorts here, so they're absolutely making this obvious. I say that. Andy's walking into a lot right now. Kunkka. No, they don't actually think this is going on, I don't think. Look at this, he's going to run to the Roshan pit, and they get Roshan. The ultimate is used by Kunkka, but it's all too late.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And that is Urian up on Kunkka, but I think Tusk has had his for quite a long time now, so really is a big difference between these two 4 players. 4k on the Tusk and 2.4 on the Kunkka. But I mean, Tusk had such a phenomenal start to this game, and oh wow, he hasn't even hit level 10 yet. How far away is he off level 10? We're pretty close, right? 1 XP off level 10. I have never seen that before. This Tusk literally 1 XP. Wow. Alright. So I mean, it's a really valuable level 10 to get, so he should try and just like punch this creep here to get it. And nope, still setting up. This is frustrating me now. Okay, if they get this kill, then oh, the X marks is there. Dun How is ready. Quick fingers Kunkka standing by. Towers don't give XP. Get the level 10. Well, they find the Witch Doctor and they'll drag him back into a kinetic field and they'll just throw out that stun before he dies, but it is certainly game over. And there we have it. Level 10 is reached. Thank God. Well, probably more to the Witch Doctor death than anything, but he's going to go for the gold as well, as expected. I mean, the way I see it, like, the XP never seems worth it to me, but I'm just a scrub. I mean, I understand Tusk's talents are really, really good, so you want to... That XP gain does help you reach, you know, the plus 150 snowball damage, then you can farm quicker, so technically it's almost like Goblin in that sense as well, a little bit, but not really. But, I mean, gold is just nice in all situations. You can never go wrong with a gold skill. Like, there are situations where I'll be like, why did that person choose the XP talent? There'll never be a situation where I'm like, why did that person choose a gold talent? I think it's almost always fantastic. Because, I mean, even if you do go for the snowball damage and you start farming creep waves, that's still denying creep waves probably from your teammates. Ooh, the punch onto the courier there. Slandon finds it. Mandy is looking to punish though, but with this sigil off, it's actually very difficult. Now, oh, KZE being the player and giving Slandon that sight onto the creep wave. Although Witch Doctor's here, they really want this tusk, but no, they give up. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Leo Style is pushing. He's just doing his thing, just pushing towers. It feels like everybody on Mad King's just kicking back and doing the thing. You know, they feel very relaxed. You know, they got the fuzzy slippers on, they got the dressing gowns out. Playing some nice, calm, well-considered Dota, not making any rash decisions, except for the Troll Warlord, who's currently going on Abaddon. Other than that guy, who's ruining everything. Oh, nice glimpse back, actually. Trap him inside that kinetic field, and he is going to go down. And Ben just does manage to find that kill as well. Before the Abaddon got his Radiance, now he did finish off that Midas, and yeah, as we see, Radiance, it's a great item for stalling the game, but not if you're dead. I mean, you can't get it if you're dead, so you did need to farm though. Now Benjes, he's got his Sanjin Yasha going for the Silver Edge next, so full Shadow Blade coming to him on the courier. Exact same build as last game, which we saw from Mandy. Rayo just eat up some creeps. He's got them drums. He's got the going for the pipe next. Pipe is almost like a, it's always a good item on Razor if he gets this much magic damage, but it always sucks to get it because you're always like, you know, you kind of want to be able to catch heroes and steal their damage and then output that damage, you know, like the Hurricane Pike, stuff like that, the BKBs. Oh, he's actually, right, wow, I am an Oracle. He's swapped it up for the BKB, good man. Yeah, I was going to say, because like a pipe is just such a large gold investment for something which doesn't really give you the killing ability that you want. Oh my god, Kunkka just gets decapitated, and guess who's next on the menu? I'll give you a clue. His name starts with R and ends in dead. It's Raya. In case you didn't get that one. And Leo Stahl even finding 444, so they've just found 3 kills across the map on the side of Mad Kings. But hey, Abaddon's nearly there. He's nearly got it. And I must say that this shield save for the Batrider hasn't really come in. That's the problem when your Abaddon's a core. It just makes life so easy for the Batrider, because you know what, his decision's just made. Like, he doesn't need to think about who he's gonna lasso. He's only got one job, to lasso the Abaddon in every single team fight, and that's what's gonna happen. His Abaddon can save you with a shield, but if the Abaddon himself is a core and is worth, that makes him worth lassoing. So that's just you just lasso him every fight, and what is supposed to be a counter for you actually becomes a problem. Obviously, if your team can follow up and when that borrowed time pops off, you might be able to get your shield off, might be able to get a bit of damage out, your Radiance is taking them down. You do have options in that situation, so like it's still not an ideal lasso target, but it's still like it's good in most situations. It just has a potential to go wrong. Like most things in life. Even something as simple as ice cream has potential to go horribly wrong. You could swallow the spoon, or I don't know. But Slandon throws out them shards. Been very philosophical today. I don't know if you've been watching many of my cars, but we keep going off on these tangents about life. Oh my god, jumping straight in. They were ready for it as well. But how ready? Well, not quite ready enough, as they both get completely decapitated. And the snowball going to cancel that X marks. Not that it matters anyway. Kunkka, he's going to go down. Freak. I like this as Benjaz here. He's just trying to get these further stacks up whilst he's in that ultimate. Doesn't care. Brings him down. Benjaz is godlike, and this Troll Warlord is getting really out of hand. I mean, Jesus, what do you do? What do you do? Roshan, he's still got 1 minute 40 before he's going to respawn, but I don't think anybody cares. Like, Mad Kings have this game right now. But you got to remember, there is always a Terrorblade in the game, and if we actually look at this net worth, he has done a fantastic job in coming back into this game. Actually, a really phenomenal job in coming back into this game. He's found 10k net worth from somewhere, and currently looking towards a Manta Style, although he's got the Manta Style, in fact. He could really use it right now. Pop in the meta and trying to find the kill on KZE here, but he's got himself a Glimmer Cape. probably really frustrated about how fond everybody is, but there's a whole armada of heroes coming up to greet him. And now Mandy, well, he will find at least one kill here, so... Oh no, the Lincolns! He didn't know. He didn't know, and Ben just finds a kill in the middle lane. This is looking very good for Mad King. So yes, they lost the Disruptor. They traded Terrorblade for it, and he didn't know about the Lincoln. She's had it for a little while though. She's actually going for the Orchid next, and Ben just going 1v3 here. I mean, surely he gets punished for this, surely. But Ted is nearby, and that is more than enough to scare everybody off. The rest of the team have arrived. And oh, where did he go? Oh, okay, it was in a snowball. Oh, I was just trying to avoid the malediction damage. Smart. Very smart. And there we go. BKB on the Troll Warlord. This is it. This is high ground time. They're done messing around. I mean, maybe they'll wait for Roshan, actually. Play it super safe, you know. When it's the final game of the best of 3, you basically treat it like a best of 1, so... play it safe. Don't take unnecessary risks. Roshan will spawn in 1 minute, so they can wait for that. That said, they don't actually know the timing. And KZ will walk in. Check it out. Nothing big going on. Oh. Leostar will see this Witch Doctor and actually silences him up and thinks of using the screen, but actually cancels several times. There is a shield out on 444, so definitely want to go down to this. Look at this casket ripping through 2 of them, throw it up with a boat and a torrent as well. They might be able to get both Benjas. And, oh, no, caught inside the snowball, keeps him alive a little bit longer, but I think Benjas, no, he's got the BKB, so he's absolutely fine. There's Malediction doing nothing to him, and somehow both the Benjas and the Tusk live through it all. That is ridiculous. It was such a nice combo, such a nice catch from the Witch Doctor. Just turn around, stun them both, the Paralyzing Guards jump between the two, throw down the Torrent, throw down the Ghost Ship, everything. They got so low, but the moment Tusk was able, he just threw down that snowball and saved his carry. Done how? Oh, that was rude. Leo style, the cold killer just stared him in the eyes as he died. Just like, yes. Feel the life drained from your body. Oh god. This game's getting sadistic. PG rating on this. This is not pretty.
Regeneration.
Oh, that's a regen rune for the Queen of Pain. You know, nice to get your mana back. Level 20, that means 30% life spell steal. Could have gone for the AoE attack, and here we go, Roshan. So this is what they were waiting for. BKB, Roshan. 9 seconds now, but that's fine. And yeah, things looking grim. Mandy just not able to get the start he wanted in this game. A Terrorblade never wants to be behind, let alone over 10k gold behind the enemy carry. That is just not good. I don't need to say that, but that's just not good. Like, Terrorblades play okay from behind. Like, they're not one of these carries which really suffers if they're behind. They're kind of like an anti-mage in that respect. Like, anti-mage can still blink around, he can still generally push out lanes and farm and stuff, so he does have that comeback potential. And how many times are they going to learn? The Tusk doesn't get X-marked. They may kill him anyway, but in comes Ted. He's found a BKB of his own, and Benja's just running in and taking chunks out of anybody he can find. Who can he find, though? Running after the Kunkka now, but nope, changing targets once again. 3 of them caught inside the Disruptor ulti, and Benja's is going to go join them. And look at the Sonic Wave. It is so much damage. All of them are low. One more. Rhea being taken down as well. Mandy hit the deck. And Ted, well, they do find at least the Bat Ride. I mean, there's 3 heroes just inside of Mad Kings, but surprising, but unfortunately the 2 cores are the one who survived, and Kunkka was the only survivor on the side of T-Show, and he can't really defend us. Somehow just trying to do what he can without giving his life away. Silenced up, but he's going to be okay. Benja's just going to work on these barracks. Lazy guy just switching to range form. Didn't want to walk over there. Now we go for bottom as well. What's available in 20 seconds? The Terrorblade will be back before them, but the Abaddon will not be, and he is actually the core of their team fight right now. Before that Terrorblade has come online. Maybe they back off after this, I don't know, but Jesus,
Radiant's
look at them go.
bottom barracks are under attack.
And they'll take the range. Vengeance is like, yeah, I can just take the back, the melee quickly. And GG is cool. That's it. We're done. Mad Kings will advance to place against Infamous in the upper bracket. The winner of that, they're going to go through to the playoffs. The loser, well, they're going to have to face the winner of the lower brackets, which is going to be T-Show versus... Oh, T-Show against T-Show are going to be against Lucini. So, yeah, very convincing victory from Mad Kings there. Unlike the last one, which went on for 17 minutes, but yeah, there you go. That's life. Benjers 14-0, the perfect game. Ending with a BKB, an Aegis, everything a little troll could ever dream of. Killed everyone, did everything, reached level 25, got the -6 seconds whirling axe. Cool, that was a beautiful game. Queen of Pain doing very well as well, 10-1 on Leo Style there. I feel like this Abaddon did not really work out for Show.Rising, which is a shame, but like, you don't build Midas when you have a Terrorblade on your team. You got to try and elongate the game. And building a Midas is just... It's imagine you want to win a race. You want to win a marathon, right? You got one guy on your team who you know can win the long game, but you know that if the enemy team sprint ahead of you, he's never going to catch them. So you want to sprint ahead of that and then tire them out. This is a terrible analogy. I do apologize, but it's essentially is the same as, rather than keeping pace with them, just sitting down and building a campfire instead. So, but there you go. Then I'm sure Abaddon was planning just to use this Midas to get a quicker Radiance, or like get a Radiance and a quicker item after that. But unfortunately, the game just didn't go on that long. I would have suggested going straight for the Radiance. That would be my suggestion. But hey, 50-50, hindsight, all that sort of thing. It was a good game after all. But Show.Rising, they'll go down to the low bracket. Not out yet, but Mad Kings, they get to fight off versus Infamous coming up very shortly. Don't go anywhere. My name's been NomadCasts. And throw me a follow on Twitter. Thank you for watching. We'll be back soon.